Thank you, Madam Chair. Could you put that up for me right quick? Thank you, ma'am. General, I know you can't see that, but it's a page from your website, and let me read you the relevant sentence. It says the Mississippi River and Tributaries Project, which of course is how we pay for flood control and levees. The Mississippi River and Tributaries Project has prevented more than $1.5 trillion, not billion, trillion, in flood damages since 1928, or $95 for every $1 invested. This is from your website. How was this compiled, that data compiled, General?
Yes, sir. So it's simply taking the cost of the project and comparing it to the benefits that you're describing. Structure saved, acres preserved, recreation opportunities. So it's a comparison between the simple math between the cost and benefits.
So you have the ability at the Corps, your economists and others, to calculate losses, potential losses.
Yes, sir, we do.
And what this is telling me is that without the Corps of Engineers work, funded as I described, with respect to levees and flood control, the American people would have sustained damages of $1.5 trillion. Is that right?
Yes, sir, I believe that's correct.
Okay. Here's what I'm getting at, General. If you have this ability, and I believe you do, I'm not suggesting that this isn't accurate. I'm very grateful that this is accurate, and I'm very grateful to the Corps. But if your folks have this ability to put a value on the potential losses that we are averting, why doesn't that play a bigger role in your cost-benefit analysis when you're looking at the feasibility of a project?
Yes, sir. So this is a great question. Clearly something the Corps has to get better on in comprehensive benefits. So I'll just give you two areas, sir, where we are trying to improve. We have a number of flood risk management projects and navigation projects that have a national security implication. We're working on one in North Dakota in Minot. You could use the Sioux Locks as an example. The Port of Nome in Alaska, it's a remote and subsistence harbor, but the Coast Guard and Navy can use that. So we're challenged on those type of projects to quantify the national security benefit. We have flood risk management projects today in Selma, Alabama, or in Princeville, North Carolina, that preserve cultural and historic properties, and we struggle to put a monetary value on that. But it's something with the Secretary's leadership, sir, we absolutely get it. It's something we have to improve upon.
Well, General, I misspoke. I said 1.5 trillion. The real figure is 2.7 trillion, which your work has prevented $2.7 trillion in damages. And your economists, you stand by that number, I assume.
Yes, sir.
And your economists have a way to come up with that number.
That's correct.
It just makes no sense to me if we can quantify the losses that would be prevented by building a flood control project, that we wouldn't make that one of the determining factors in the cost-benefit analysis. I mean, I gave you the statistic. The Morganza of the Gulf levee system prevented flooding to 12,000 homes. And you can quantify that. Don't you think we ought to change the formula a little bit?
Well, so the way you're describing a loss prevented is a benefit of these projects. The Morganza example, I would argue, sir, we have many of those. We have many Morganzas across the country that we have to get better on in resourcing. Yes,
Let me ask you one quick question the time I have left. The price of the Comet River Diversion Canal has gone up $500 million. How? I know inflation, but wow.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What are we going to do about that?
Sir, you've got inflation down. The thing that we're taking on, this is a great example where we have to get better at communicating to the committees and to Congress and administration the cost estimates that we give you in the chief's report in paragraph 11. And we give you a number with some decimal points on it for a project that may be constructed down the road, but what we don't give you is the percent design that cost estimate is based on. So in a 3x3 study, a district might get to a 10% level design, or a 4-year study, they might get to 25%. And then as that design is mature, like it is now today in COMET, you're finding that there are additional requirements that we get as we get deeper into the geotech and to the sizing of some of these structures. That's what we're experiencing here, and it's something we've got to get better on in communicating to you and
How
others.
did we get that number? We got a hell of a mess here, General. Okay, my people expected this to be done. We brought it in on time. I mean, and then all of a sudden, bam, $500 million. How are we going to get this price down?
Sir, you have our commitment that we're going to work through this. We're committed to finishing this. I don't have all the answers here today. I can share my commitment that we will get this done.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Senator Heinrich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Commissioner Tootin.
Hey, before you click on the next video, if y'all could do me a big favor and hit that like button. The algorithm loves it, and so do I, because it helps promote these videos and get the message out about what our government has been doing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because every time I put out a video, you want to know about it, right? Thanks again, and have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.